Let's go inside.
Welcome to Watch Mojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the best examples of when characters went without clothes, but for a narrative or emotional purpose.
What are you gonna do? Charge me with smoking?
Number 10, draw me like one of your French girls. Titanic. It doesn't matter whether you've seen Titanic or not, you've likely heard this famous line, or at least a misremembered version of it.
Jack, I want you to draw me like one of your French girls. Wearing this.
All right.
In the context of the film, it's delivered as a cheeky request by Rose, referencing a series of sketched Parisian portraits by Jack. Although he had shown her both nude and clothed portraits, Rose insists on posing for him wearing only a necklace.
Wearing only this.
It's a flirtatious come-on that not only strips the character of her clothes, but her high-class status, likening her to those depicted in Jack's drawings. All pretenses are dropped, and it's clear to everyone watching that despite their class divide, Jack and Rose are equal in their love for each other.
My heart was pounding the whole time. It was the most erotic moment of my life.
Number 9, locker room trauma. Carrie.
Get it to Carrie! She'll blow it! Don't blow it, Carrie! Hit it!
Nudity can be used to portray not only sensuality, but a profound sense of vulnerability. This is certainly the case for one of Carrie's first scenes, which takes place in a girl's locker room. The titular character has been sheltered by an overbearing mother for her entire life, and thus is terrified at the sight of her first period. Thinking that something is wrong, she runs to her classmates for help, only to be pelted with pads and tampons. This public shaming acts as the catalyst of the film's horror, inspiring Carrie's bullies to pull off a cruel prank at their prom, which would ultimately lead to their demise. Number 8, the beginning of the end. Eyes wide shut.
And our clothes were gone. We were naked.
This film isn't just about a secretive sex cult, it's also about the disintegration of a marriage. This is made clear early on in the film's runtime, when, following separate flirtations at a Christmas party, husband and wife pair Bill and Alice are reunited in their home. Alice sways nude in front of a mirror as she removes her earrings, and is greeted by Bill, whose interest in her doesn't seem entirely reciprocated. Though she initially smiles and turns towards him, close-up expressions reveal her true feelings about the encounter. Chris Isaac's "Baby Did a Bad Thing" appropriately backs the scene, telling the story of a similarly complicated romance. Number 7, just a part of the job. Boogie Nights. In a movie about the adult film industry, nudity is to be expected. After all, it's part of the job. That said, Boogie Nights actually shows a surprising amount of restraint when it comes to its depiction of sex and nudity, and it pays off narratively. One of the film's most revealing adult scenes shows Eddie Adams' first day on the job, during which he films a scene with Amber Waves.
Are you alright, honey?
Oh, this is great. I'm fine. I just want to do good. I just want it to be really good, you know. I was wondering, is it okay if I really try to make it look sexy? Would that be okay?
Adams is a magnetic enough force to land the part, but this early scene notably captures his nervousness about performing for a camera as much as it does his charm. While his job is an unconventional one, it's still a job, and that's never more clear than it is in this scene.
Kids, is everything cool?
It's going great. We just got to change the angle.
Does it look sexy?
Oh, it's great.
I'm doing so good there.
Number 6, Beau's curse. Beau is afraid.
Do you want me to leave?
After shocking the world with Hereditary and Midsommar, director Ari Aster challenged audiences with the anxiety-fueled odyssey Beau is Afraid. As its title implies, the film's protagonist is paranoia personified, and honestly, from a viewer's perspective, it seems as though he may have reason to be. One of his many anxieties surrounds the act of sex, which his mother has always claimed as the reason for his dad's untimely death.
Are you a virgin? What does it matter? I am too. I mean, who gives a shit?
I have to. It's very dangerous for me.
Nonetheless, he decides to take a chance after his mother's apparent death, doing the deed with his childhood sweetheart. He survives, but at the expense of the woman he's with, stirring up a whole new trauma. Number 5. Subversive skinny dipping. Ecstasy. This film isn't exactly a household name, but it made a big splash when it was revealed in 1933. Starring a young Hedy Lamarr, Ecstasy was as controversial as it was revolutionary, said to be the first non-pornographic film to show sex on screen. It was also the first to imply a woman's orgasm. Ironically, however, these scenes did not feature nudity, instead opting for clever close-ups of the actors' faces. The undressing happens earlier in the film, when Lamarr's character goes skinny dipping. She's forced to chase her horse afterwards and runs into a young man along the way. Although she is initially embarrassed, she quickly realises there's nothing to be ashamed of and stands her ground, setting the tone for the erotic drama. Number 4. Michael Fassbender bears all. Shame.
What?
Given an NC-17 rating in the United States, Shame chronicles the life of a sex addict named Brandon Sullivan, played by Michael Fassbender, and his lounge singer sister, Sissy. And while some fans of Fassbender's may have initially found that premise tantalizing, Shame makes it clear that addiction isn't pretty.
God.
The actor appears full frontal throughout several scenes of the film, a rare occurrence for a male actor in drama, but each one is twinged with a sense of melancholy. One notable scene plays out just 2 minutes into the film, seeing Brandon walk around his apartment after sex, carrying out his daily routine.
Hey, it's me. Pick up. Pick up.
There's nothing erotic here, just a sad man going about his day. Number 3, an erotic interrogation, basic to instinct.
Why have you waived your right to an attorney, Mr. Mill?
Why did you think I wouldn't want one?
I told him you wouldn't want to hide.
I have nothing to hide.
Catherine Trammell is a woman who knows how to use her body and sensuality to get what she wants. And that is never more apparent than in her interrogation scene. Following a murder that mirrors one of Trammell's crime novels, she is brought in for questioning by Detective Nick Curran and the San Francisco Police Department.
Did you kill Mr. Boz, Miss Trammell?
I'd have to be pretty stupid to write a book about killing and then kill somebody the way I described it in my book. I'd be announcing myself as the killer.
Although she appears fully clothed, she disarms the men interrogating her by crossing her legs and briefly revealing she isn't wearing any underwear. It's a very simple and incredibly quick moment, but one that has since become the film's trademark.
You like playing games, don't you?
I have a degree in psychology. It goes with the turf. The games are fun.
Number 2, Hideko and Suki escape The Handmaiden.
그동안 이딴 거 읽어줬던 거예요. 그 더러운 늙은이하고 신사분들한테?
Sexuality is used as a weapon in The Handmaiden, in which an heiress named Lady Hideko is revealed to have been groomed by her uncle, forced to read from adult texts at a young age. This inappropriate reading practice comes with an unhealthy dose of psychological manipulation, which colours the perception of her adult relationships.
꼭 그분하고 결혼하면 좋겠어? 사랑하게 되실 거예요.
Fortunately, she finds solace in Nam Suk-hee, her handmaiden. By the end of the film, Hideko is forced to aid in Suk-hee's escape from an asylum, after which they are shown joyously making love. Finally, Hideko is able to break free from the abuse and discover happiness and pleasure with another person.
책에 나오는 동물하는 것, 이런 것일까?
Before we unveil our top pick, here are a few honourable mentions. Killer Nudity, Under the Skin. A silent ScarJo strips, luring men to their death. The Consequences of Addiction, Requiem for a Dream. Marion sells her body for the promise of drugs.
You turn the light off.
What do you want the light off for?
I just do.
Never did before.
Please, Arnold.
A long journey. Wild. Cheryl inspects her battered body after a difficult trek across the Pacific Crest Trail. Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications. Number 1. Leading to the showers. Schindler's List.
Mama, where are we?
Director Steven Spielberg has said that he couldn't watch these scenes being filmed, and it's easy to understand why. In one of the most harrowing scenes in Schindler's List, a group of recently arrived prisoners at the Auschwitz concentration camp are forced to strip down to nothing and march towards a shower block. Their fear and humiliation is palpable through the screen. Of course, any audience member familiar with history knows how these showers were often actually gas chambers, and that these moments could be the victim's last. While Spielberg faced criticism for his use of nudity at the time of the film's release, it's a moment that once seen, you never forget. Which other nude scenes do you think were incredibly significant? Let us know in the comments. Did you enjoy this video? Check out these other clips from WatchMojo, and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.